Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's live. Today, I'd like to share with you just some basic supplies because I know that can be overwhelming. I still get overwhelmed when I go into like a paint supply store, craft store, whatever you want to call it. Especially if I go into a specialty art store. It's kind of like a kid in a candy shop, but yet there's so many different choices. And you have canvases and you have brushes and you have different types of paint and different brands of paint. And then you have all the doodads that you can get. And if you're anything like me, when I get overwhelmed, I tend to just kind of go, okay, I'll come back another time and walk away. So today I want to take the overwhelm out of getting started, out of painting for you, at least buying supplies. And I'll continue maybe in another video. We'll work on taking the overwhelm out of painting, right? Because it's fun. We create all day long, every day. So why not create on the canvas? So the first thing that you will need to do is get a canvas, something to paint on. I have collected several. Um, I started with the rounds, like you can kind of see, maybe not. I don't know if you can see them behind me. Can you see the round back there? When I was dot arting, and those are fun to do. You can also just pick up, like, this is a very small, I don't even know what they call these, like a matte board type canvas. This one is I think it's like an 8x8 square, and those can be fun. Then there's like a 12, this is a 12x12. And this is actually, I would recommend this size. I find that like a bigger canvas is easier, if that makes sense. Um, I'm not talking like big, but something like this is actually kind of small. If you want to just grab one of these to start with, that's fine too. Go with what feels right for you. Okay. Then there's all different. I'll show you the sides too. There's all different shapes and sizes. You can get square ones. They even make like hexagon shapes. But just grab one. I think a 12x12 is fun. It's just a good size to have. And the next thing you need is just some brushes. You can pick up a cheap set on Amazon. I don't spend a whole bunch of money on brushes. And in fact, like, this was all one set, and I haven't even used all of them. You'll find that you'll have your brush, your like go-to brush for everything pretty much. There are times that I actually make myself paint with a different one because I think that I'm just, using the same brush all for everything. And I also use my fingers a lot. And that's okay. Like, just have fun with it. And so just grab, like, even if you just get like one single brush, nothing fancy, cheap set, that's all you need. Okay. Even if you want like colors or whatever, just grab a set that you are attracted to. Don't overthink it. Amazon, if you would like a link, I can send you a link to a set that's like, I don't know, $15, and it's a really nice set. The next thing you'll need is some paint, and just a few colors, like your basics. I first grabbed, these are like little tubes here. I got a set of these, And I grabbed a set of, I don't know, like 48, but they also make them in just like a basic set of, I think, 5 colors. You basically want blue, yellow, red, and these are bigger ones, white, and black. And this brand is Liquitex. I got mine at, I think it was Michael's, and I've picked them up in other stores, but um, it's just their basics. It's fairly inexpensive, easy to work with, and I know they come in like a little starter set of 5. Not very expensive. That's all you need when you're starting. The other thing is you just need something to put your paint on, like a paper plate or a meat tray. If you have those laying around, doesn't need to be anything fancy. You can, get the little containers if you want to, but again, completely unnecessary in the beginning. And I think a paper plate is good because as you start to paint more, you'll find like what you like what. And so if you get all the fancy supplies at first, you have them, and then you might decide later that something will work better for you. And then you can end up, with things that you don't use. If you're okay with that, go for it. I have a whole bunch of stuff that um, I don't, I don't use anymore because I started with dot art, and so the supplies can be different, and that's okay. Like you might want to do that too. And then just like a jar of water. I didn't bring mine up to my desk. Let me grab it. I have my mason jar, and this water is dirty. It has essential oils in it, lots of paint, and that's okay. I just use it over and over again. And then, like a rag, I use a rag or a paper towel. And that's really all you need to start painting. And then the next thing to do is just to start, right? Just put some paint on a canvas and create. So maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. If you have any questions, and again, like where can you get paint? I live in sort of a smaller um, town area. Really, we have Michael's, we have Hobby Lobby, and I don't know. Maybe like some of the other big box stores might have some paint. I usually just run into Michael's. Shopping online, there's Blick Art, and they have their own line of paint. And there's also, like, if you are closer to one of their stores, that's a great place to go. And I have yet to go there because the nearest one is, I don't know, like 3 hours without traffic. So that's on my list to do soon. So just run into Michael's or wherever. Doesn't have to be fancy. If you want to go to the art store, and you can do that too. But just trying to keep it simple, keep it basic, keep it simple. Canvas, small paint set to start with, a brush,